Hello, happy Sunday. I guess we're officially a week into the amazing Readathon. So welcome. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I don't remember if I put the announcement video down below, but it's definitely on my channel. It's like the most popular video. So anyways, how are we all doing? Have we gotten to Pan Am? Are we sightseeing? Have we done the detour? Have we done the roadblocks? I'm just saying that might be important information, important things for you to work on, to get caught up on. Yeah. Anyways, I am reading Broken Bonds today. I'm trying to finish up another vlog that was supposed to be done back in May, and is not done. It's fine. It's fine. I have like an hour and a half left of it. Yeah. So I'll definitely finish it on these sprints today. We're going to have, pretty focused sprints, pretty productive sprints. And we'll go for a few hours and we'll have a good time. And I might share secrets. I don't know. I actually don't have the spreadsheet up right now. So I don't know that's the first thing I need to do is figure out the percentages for the teams. See if they got their bonus. But anyways, hello, everybody. Hello. Finishing up Ransom Canyon. Hello. I'm here to read and tree. There you go. Watching a movie with my friend. Nice. Hello. Working on my Oz book. Very nice. Need to read very badly during these. It's been a day of house and family drama. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I hope that this evening can be better for you. Trying to trick my brain into reading. A mood, honestly. It's been not been cooperating recently. I feel this, actually. I do. I feel this. Hello, reading for the lore keepers, doing some sightseeing among the trees. Well, we got lots of trees here, so you are among friends. Just got back from the Salt Lake Bees game. Hey, we were like pretty close to each other today because I was at Pride. Well, I guess no, that's just kidding. The Bees aren't downtown anymore. I do want to go to that new stadium, though. Because I drove by it and it's gorgeous. I just haven't made it out there for a game yet. Hello, sightseeing in Pan Am, 89% into my third sightseeing book. Fantastic. Hello, spent the day sprinting with Katie, almost halfway through Assisted to the Villain. How are you liking it? Hello. Doing some sightseeing. Hello. Look at the pretty forest of trees. There's a lot of trees here. Hello. Cooking dinner. Excited to get back into reading later this evening while I continue sightseeing. Set off on a new journey. I don't know. Hello. Doing some sightseeing. Catching up on 911. I think I finished that. Yeah, I did. I finished that season. Hello. Yeah, nobody else was sprinting tonight. And when I set them up, Katie hadn't set hers up yet, and so I was like, oh well, somebody needs to sprint on Sunday, and everybody else was busy, so here I am. I try to not like take over, like if hosts want to host sprints, I'm all for it, but I just kind of fill in the gaps when needed. Hello. Still on my like 2 book, thinking it's going to be a 50% DNF. Unfortunately, oh no, it's okay. Get to that 50%, count it, and move on. Life's too short to read bad books. Sightseeing in Pan Am, smelling all the roses. Be careful. Hello. Arrived in Pan Am. Very nice. Hello. Sightseeing once my brain gets a break from finishing a Delulu book. Oh no. Hope it was a good one though. Happy Pride. I hope the parade was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was smaller, I think, than it had been in past years. But like the people that were there were like really awesome, and there was a lot of like community-based stuff, which is always good to see. Apparently, this is a cool, interesting fact. So I knew it was a fact that we have I think it's the country's, it might be the world's largest pride flag, which I did get footage of in my vlog because that's how the parade ends, is with this flag that is, I want to say 400 feet long. It takes up the entire block. It's really cool. But this year we had a new addition, and we now have the country's largest trans flag, which started the parade, which was really cool. I got footage of that as well. Hello, reading The Lost Book of the White. Very nice. Trying to get to the capital, alternating between cleaning and reading Sword Heart. Good luck. Starting a new sightseeing book. 20 pages left until I reach the capital. You can do it. I believe in you. Traveling to Pan Am. Very nice. Yes. It's going to be a good week. Evening of sprints, I guess. Almost reached Basgayeth. Reading Jade War at the moment. That is a chunker. Think about all the points you're going to be getting for that. Gail Weaver check-in. Yes. Hello. Made it to Pan Am. Sightseeing at the moment. Very nice. Hello. Finished The Night in the Moth earlier. How did you like it? I've heard such mixed opinions of this one. Thank you. Yeah, I got a little bit of footage that I'll put in my vlog next week. So that's exciting. Hello. Doing some work. That's not fun. Cooking dinner, working on a sightseeing book. Very nice. Yeah, the parade was very good. Hope you're well. Hello. Gail Weaver doing some sightseeing. Going to be finishing my Oz book because I have submitted the book already. Very nice. Still on leg 1. That's all right. That's okay. Everything counts. Trying to decide between another sightseeing book or starting leg book and using a card. There you go. Strategy here. Trying to read my sightseeing book. Very nice. Haven't read anything since Friday. No, that's all right. Sometimes the weekends are just crazy. It happens. Hello. Liking it more now that I abandoned the audiobook. Good to know. I do know. You don't know. So many trees. Yeah, so you if you just have to get to 50%, and then you just log the pages that you read. So if you stopped at 50% and it was a 300-page book, then it's 150 pages. And then sightseeing is just you get to 50% and then you get all the points. That's fine. But just don't abuse that. Don't start a whole bunch of books, get halfway through, and then does that make sense? Only count it if you're really truly DNFing a book. Good evening. Making my way to Pan Am with Sorcery and Small Magics. Very nice. Yeah, it was a cool thing that they announced today. Hello. Enjoying the sightseeing. Very nice. My only book that will fit 2 books, so pushing through. It's been on my shelf for years. Well, you can do it. Wanted to go to Utah Pride so bad, but I woke up so anxious this morning. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there were so many people there. We didn't go to the actual Pride part just because it was getting really warm. And then, but we just kind of went to the parade, which is, a little bit less crazy. Reading Devon and Chris plan a wedding during the sprints. Very nice. Happy parade. Reading Heavenly Bodies. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. Good evening. Decided to start reading Vampire Academy. I have no memory of enjoying it or not enjoying it, so we will see. Good luck to you. Reading my 2 book for Basgayeth War College. Very nice. Making dinner, settling in to finish Eye of the Bedlam Bride for sightseeing. Maybe pick out another. We don't know. I mean, we know. The royal we knows. Night in the Moth was okay. Hoping the next book will be better. All right. Still trying to get Basgayeth, but reading a book for Pan Am also. Go Illusionist. Hello. Sightseeing in Pan Am. Reading Teacher of the Year for Mental Health Rep. I want to read this so bad. Emma Wardell is the most adorable human on the planet. I met him at Steamy Lit last year. He's so funny. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. Picked up a new foster dog today. Fun. I think we're going to start a new audiobook and snuggle. Love this energy. Hello. Yes, it was fun. And also Doyle stole the show because we brought him and everyone's oh my gosh, he's the coolest dog ever. Everyone is asking. And I think it's hilarious when we're walking. He's 135 pounds, if you don't know. And everyone's oh my gosh, your dog is so big. And I was yes, I am aware of this fact. He's standing on my foot right now. Almost a Basgayeth. Taking a break before starting my Pan Am book. Very nice. Hello. Working on getting to Pan Am with American Rapture. That's such a good book. You should let me know your thoughts because I highlighted the crap out of that book. Nice, nice. Cleaning, put a sports bra on, realized it was inside out. Oh no. Adored Vaughn and Chris plan a wedding. I've heard really good things about this one. Reading a book that will count towards 3 location prompts. Hopefully one of them drop next. You know, maybe this is a good strategy. Maybe it is. Sightseeing. Need to use a sprint to walk my dog, but we're under a tornado watch. Please be careful. Made it to Pan Am. These friends will be meal prepping for my week. May start an audiobook. Very nice. Sightseeing, reading Camp Damascus. This is such a good book. About to finish the sightseeing book. Should make it to Pan Am at some point in the evening. Very nice. Doyle is the Saint Berdoodle. So he's like mostly Saint Bernard, but he does have some poodle in him. He's the like mostly white one. And the one that the artwork on my channel, like on all of my videos, that's Doyle. I would introduce you, but he is passed out on the couch right now. When I came in here to do sprints, he was like on his back. He's so dramatic. When he has to go and do things, then the rest of the day he's like, I'm useless. Finished my Best Gaiath book. Now sprinting to Pan Am. Very nice. 60%. Hello. Always get the oh, your dog's so small. Is she a puppy? Yeah, no, I get that. There was somebody that we were talking to next to us at the parade, and he goes, yeah, my dog's 13 pounds. And I said, I think he's 10 times that size. I think his head is 13 pounds. Love meal prepping while listening to an audiobook. That is such a good way to do it. On my way to Pan Am with an unkindness of ghosts. Toil, I get it. Also an introvert. He's not an introvert. He wants to be friends with everyone. It's just taxing. He is a gentle giant. He met a new puppy today. It's funny. He wants to be friends with every single dog. The problem is that like most dogs are smaller than him. And so I'm always afraid that like other dogs are going to get scared that there's a giant running at him. But this puppy was like all up in his face and it was like really cute. Doyle's so good with little things. And they just became best friends. It was really cute. Started Vicious last night, reading bits during the day, in-person sightseeing while on holiday. Long trek home tomorrow. Be careful. Be safe. Yes, it is just so good. Dachshunds are both 15 pounds and lose their minds at Pride. Yeah, he's struggled in the past, but he did such a good job today. Same Bernedoodle, yeah. Picking up a mini Bernedoodle service dog next week. Oh, how exciting. Y'all have to share pictures. Have a bloodhound, tree walker cross, and everyone's first comment is, wow, he's so big. Yep. Yeah, like, oh, wow, I didn't notice. Always forget how big my dog is until I see him next to normal dogs. Right. Because like even Schmidt is like technically a large dog. I mean, he's like 45 pounds, and like that's large compared to other dogs. But in our house, I'm like, he's a baby. Lab Great Dane mixes besties with the Chihuahua down the street. This is probably the funniest thing ever, and I love it. I one day, eventually, I would love to have a Great Dane. Finished my sightseeing book. Very nice. We have 5 dogs. So we have Derek had 2 before I moved in with him, and then we have acquired the other 3 throughout the years. So we have 5, but we live on half an acre, so like they are living their best dog life. Golden Doodle is 15 pounds. She's convinced she's big as the Saint Bernard. I love this. All the small dogs have very big dog energy. All right, we are gonna do a 45-minute sprint. I think this is probably how we will stick with it tonight. We'll probably do 3 sprints. So I will see you in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I hope your first sprint was fantastic. I am in the middle of chapter 15 of Broken Bonds. That's the word. Yeah. Anyways, I did star the comment, so I'll remember where I started. But I also got some other stuff done. I got an instruction document for something done. Working on what's going on? Okay. Anyways, this is what happens when you leave the Discord for like 5 minutes. Things happen. But anyways, I also was listening to the chatty bit of Leandra's Patreon spreads. So I was not reading the whole time. So anyways, yes. Hello. Reading for sightseeing in Panem. Very nice. Hello. Lots of books I'm in the middle of right now, but I just got Powerless from Libby. So I'm going to start that by the one by Lauren Roberts. Very nice. We all love when Libby just like drops this and he's like, hi, are you ready for this? And you're not ready for it, but it's a really anticipated read. And so then that's all you want to read. I get that. I feel this. Totally understand. Reading Malice by Heather Walter. I hope that you love this book. I read this years ago, but I remember loving it. I didn't love the sequel to it as much. And then I have the Crimson Crown, which is her new release from last year. That's on my TBR for this month. Will I get to it? We don't know. It's a pile of possibilities there. 8 during the first sprint. Going to be reading The Sirens by Amelia Hart for the next one. Very nice. Made it to Panem with the Honey Witch. I want to read this one, but I know that it's cozy, and so I'm afraid I wouldn't like it. But I just have FOMO. Read 23 pages. Realized I need to eat dinner. That's fair. I also ordered dinner because I didn't have a chance to go to the grocery store today. So I'll do that tomorrow. But it's the first time in like over a week that I have ordered food. So I'm okay with that. Read one chapter of Green Teeth. Going to read some more, but nice. Going to bed soon. Yeah. already home. She forgot. You know, it happens. It happens. Reached 20% of my Panem book. Very nice. Hello. Bunch of red pasta sauce fell on my white blanket. Oh no. That sucks. I hate that for you. Got 25 pages read. Currently in the middle of a chapter at the moment. Same. Me too. Made it to chapter 3. Very couldn't figure out what to read, but at least was productive and folded laundry. I need to do that at some point today. It's fine. In my like 2 book, very nice, 58%. Took a walk and deleted emails. Love that. My email is staring at me and it's scary. Made it to chapter 10 of The Wind Weaver. Put groceries away. Put the trash out. Very nice. Very productive. Read about 20 pages, but to be fair, I also got myself some food. I think for a lot of people that was a dinner sprint. So I get that. 67% into my audiobook, an hour and 20 minutes left. Got this. We're going to do 2 more sprints, so you can finish it today. 15% into my ARC read. 42 pages, pause at dinner about 10 minutes ago. Very nice. 11% into Heavenly Bodies. Going to beat the shit out of Lorenzo. Yep. That is fair. It's accurate. A couple chapters in while crocheting, decided to do a single crochet blanket for some reason. Okay, interesting. That's gonna be it's gonna be a big blanket. 60 pages left. Probably going to read during the commercials. Nice. Oh yeah, the Tonys are today. I forgot about that. We were just talking about this wonderful little cozy book called Small Miracles that makes you really hungry for chocolate while you're reading it. And yeah, that's all. Everyone should read it. I almost got a tattoo of the feather that is on the original cover of this. I didn't. I haven't yet. I might eventually still. I just need to find a tattoo artist that'll do exactly what I want for it. And my tattoo artist that did this one doesn't do watercolor. So I have to find another one. But I did find somebody on TikTok today that I'm gonna like look into her stuff. Got distracted by a short of a braid and decided to try it on my own hair. Listen, I love when this happens. Yeah, the hyperfixation. Finished my book, started the next one at 19% in already. Very nice. Trying to figure out what audiobook to pick up next while doing meal prep. Maybe Queen of Poisons. It might be a good one. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I mean, I know. I couldn't tell you. Just joined sprints, working on writing my novel today. Nice. Got to over 1,600 words written, aiming for at least 2,500. I believe in you. You can do it. 69 pages left in my sightseeing book. I got dinner ordered. Nice. Got a rice bowl. I was very basic, and I got Jack in the Box. We have a new Jack in the Box that opened up in town, and it's so good. I love Jack in the Box, and we haven't had one in Utah in a very long time. Actually, I don't think we've ever had one in Utah. So it's good. Hello. Finished Amira Mended while doing dishes. Read a handful of pages in Games Untold. Very nice. So far, you love it. Very good. Finished Killers of a Certain Age. Nice. Got to chapter 8. Did dinner, sprint hopping, reading a little of my sightseeing book before I tossed the kids in the tub for a scrub. Good luck, Bethany. I believe in you. Got a couple more hours left of His Face is the Sun. Nice. Froze a protein shake into ice cubes. I'm about to make a frappuccino with it. That is genius. Why didn't I ever think about doing this? Because I have like the coffee flavor of protein shakes that I drink in the morning, but freezing them and blending them, that's genius. Genius. Hello. No idea what to read today, so I'm scared the next prompt will drop before I can finish. So I'm going to play it safe, do some journaling. Listen, you can still, if you're doing sightseeing prompts, you can still submit them. And a lot of times, even though they might not be double points, if the leg drops, if you're doing one that's like of, the 250 points, that might still be more than double points of a lower prompt of the current one. Think about that. Because if you have one that's like 200 or 250 points, it's more than the, 50 or 100 doubled. Think about that. Math. Doing some of the older high point prompts might be more beneficial than doing the lower current prompts. Just think about that. Read the Science of Panem. Nice. Definitely in the top books of the year. That's cool. 46 pages of Jade War, only about 100 left to go. Just got here. Hello. Finishing other people's houses tonight. I'll be doing my tar spreads for my reading journal. Very nice. Chose a brick to read House of Sky and Breath, 30% into the graphic audio. I believe in you. You can do it. I finished Killers of a Certain Age for Bez Gaia. Started dinner. An icebreaker for a sightseeing book. Because, Libby Chicken. We are all slaves to Libby Chicken. 72% into my Panem book, The Teller of Small Fortunes. Nice. Hello. Reading a book for book club that's coming up since I'm caught up on this leg. Very nice. Been trying to start The Bridge Kingdom, but getting distracted by other things. It happens. A little over halfway through Emily Wilde 3. Still chugging along. You got this, Vanessa. 67% into Rush by Kate Canterbury. Very nice. Hello. Just 30 minutes left in my audiobook, picking up the last few books. I started reading something else. ADHD. 30 minutes left in my audiobook, picking up the last few books from the Audible site-wide sale. Got my tickets for a weekend trip to Amsterdam and Anne Frank's house. Exciting. That's fun. Hello. From Spain, not the US. I figured. Currently doing a sightseeing book. Nice. Reading A Conjuring of Light. Walk My Dog. Good job. Now eating brie on crackers. Oh, that sounds good. I love brie cheese. I didn't when I was a kid. Most kids don't like brie cheese. But I would get so offended when people would call me brie because I thought it was the cheese. So, um, there's that. Just that's a fun little lore about me. They love baths. Actually, getting them out of the tub is the hardest part. It's fair. That's fair. Well, good luck with that part. Reading Binding 13 for real sugar warnings need to be checked before anyone dives in. I've heard that. And your ability to order delivery food that isn't pizza. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually probably better for you that you don't have that ability because it becomes a big problem in the fact that it's too easy to order that, and so then I waste too much money. Making ice cubes out of coffee and making crabs. Genius. Started the Goblin Emperor this afternoon, able to borrow the audio from the library. So an immersion reading. Exciting. Feeling like the right book at the moment. We love that. Reading Blackwood's Blue Sky. Nice. All right. Well, we have made it to the end of comments. So we're going to do another sprint. I'm hoping that my dinner will be here in that sprint. I think I timed it out right, but you never know because sometimes it takes longer. But anyway, let me bring the sprint back up and I'll see you in 45 minutes. I was literally a minute from ending the chapter. And I hate it when that happens, and I wish I would have noticed it ahead of time and I could have like sped it up a little bit. But I'm almost done with chapter 17. So I have an hour and 20 minutes left of my book at my listening speed. So I won't finish it during sprints, but I will get a pretty decent way in. So yeah. Anyways, I also had dinner. Because dinner, it showed up like maybe 7 minutes into the sprint. So that was good timing on my end. Do I remember where I was? No, I don't. I'm going to scroll up. So give me just a second. Because I know I passed it. Hello. Bit of a headache. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it because of the weather? Taking it chill, but hoping to start a new book. Very nice. Hello. Yeah, relax tonight. I hope that you have, you can just like chill. Going for C's and Greetings by Julie Murphy. Hits green and LGBTQ plus bonus. Very nice. Listen, if you're new around here, I like to do chaos things on my sprints. I like to do chaos things all the time during sprints, because it kind of almost like feels live. I mean, I know we can like see stuff happening in the Discord, but when it happens in the chat of the readathon, like of the sprint, it's just extra fun for me. So just know that like there's a good chance that sprints, you know, when sprints are happening, things might happen. Just saying. Not all the time. Because here's one other thing you'll need to know about me. Once you figure out my pattern, I'll change it. Because I watch all of y'all's chats. Even if I'm not like typing in there, you don't think I'm in there? I am. I'm watching everything. And as soon as you figure out something, I'll just change it. Yeah, Bree doing Bree things. Got my hold on Lavender Garden, but not releasing 10. Gotta love it when they don't give what you want. I wouldn't miss the other sprint. No, we're gonna do one more sprint, definitely. Went out for my birthday with my parents. Happy birthday! I hope you enjoy the night in the moth. Listening to 6 Wild Cranes, very nice. Hello, yes, one more. Went for a walk, came back to an announcement on Discord. Weird how that happens. Just a little chaos. It's nothing, you know. Nothing that you need to know right now, or nothing that changes anything that's happening right now. It's just the information for Face Off Weekend. If you've been around, if you've been in the Amazing Readathon prior years, this is very different than previous years. Both the reward is going to be very different from previous years, but also the way that it's played is different. Obviously, that changes every single year, but it's a little bit. It's very different. So please go read the Google Doc. Started Snow Place Like LA. Nice. Didn't read this much time. I was watching a lot of the host videos for more recs. Very nice. Made it to 91% of Malice. Nice. Stuff ready to make supper. Waffles, sausage, and scrambled eggs. That sounds delicious. Can I come over for dinner? Hello, Nat. Jumped when the time went off. Yeah, it's a bit loud. I'm not sure that I love it. I just don't really love any of Focus. I love like Focus's actual timer, but I don't love their sounds. I like there's one that I actually like. I love the sound of, but it's so long. It needs to be about half the length, and then it would be perfect. So yeah. Feeling overstimulated with this laundry snafu. I'm so sorry. 80% read with this book. Got back into reading, and I'm almost 8 books for the month. Nice. I love that. Completed the Steel Watchers detour during that sprint. Very nice. Very nice. Start Sunrise on the Reaping for the Panem leg. Halfway through chapter 6 of The Naturals. Very nice. Got to 14% of Don't Let the Forest In. I've heard really good things about this one. Nearly done with A Man and His Cat, and then I'm going back to An Antiquity Affair, which is very fun. 79% in. Stop reading because you dropped things that needed to go into my readathon journal. It happens. It happens, you know? Read another 10% of my arc, eating dinner right now. Very nice. 33% of the way through Panem. Got 11% of my book. 40 pages in to We Could Be Rats by Emily Austen. Are you liking this one? This one I'm so intrigued by. I don't read a lot of lit fic, but the synopsis of this one sounds so good. 85% into my audiobook, 37 minutes left. Very nice. Multitasking here. Sprints, Tonys, and readings. Nice. Will she drop more info on that sprint? I think I'm done for the night. But you never know. Next book I read hits both bonuses. Nice. 57% of my book. Hope to finish another good portion in the next sprint. Nearly finished the sightseeing book, but chaos happened. We love it. Thanks. 43 pages. Nice. I made it to chapter 6 of Problematic Summer Romance. How are you liking this one? I do. I see all. My Discord is generally just up on my second screen, and I have a problem. I probably shouldn't do this very often. I should step away from it, but I'm nosy and I just want to see what everybody's talking about, especially around the chapters or around the drops. Finish another chapter. Made it to chapter 15. Close my eyes for a few minutes. Okay, I don't think I have Lexi beat, but I am learning from the best. Like to watch the host sprints because I totally want to know if there's a drop that's mentioned before it appears on Discord. Fair enough. After doing 3 years of Tar, I have a good idea of the Brie Loki chaos. It's true. The Loki name was very much just randomly came up the first year, and then I just leaned into it. Last year before Amazing, I did an entire video on reading books about Loki. So that was fun. I didn't have time to do that one this year, but yeah. It's year one, everyone was yellow book prompt, and then you made sure to throw it in next year, but in a random way. I did. And then this year, I actually gave you the green prompt. I should have made the sightseeing a yellow book. Should have done that, but we did the roadblock instead. Chaos, it happens. Spent 10 minutes dressing my son while he screamed at me. I'm so sorry, Bethany. That sounds horrible. Basically, I shouldn't have said that in my chat, my predictions for how long each leg lasts. You should not have. Gonna switch to a larger book. Nice. The infamous yellow book. If you know, you know. 15 minutes left in my audiobook. Loving it. Nice. Literary genius, no. Good vibes. Listen, you need it. Sometimes you just need the fun things. I'm reading Broken Bonds right now. I just finished Zodiac Academy and quite enjoyed it. And I was listen, is this a well done book? No, it's not. Also, I'm really, really tired of books I know they're older, so I'll give it to them, but they both have had Harry Potter references in it. It pissed me off a little bit. So they better not continue in future books. Finished the deep tour for Seal Watchers. Very nice. Making progress on a meal prep. Made it to chapter 5 of Queen of Poisons. Chapter 9. Very nice. Enjoyed We Could Be Rats. Okay, maybe I'll have to pick it up. The cover is really cool too. I've been here but barely alive. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Just joining. Nice. Got 72%. Almost done with the leg. Nice. Finished chapter 6. 3 monitors. One is stuff I'm working for work. One is a sprint screen, and one is a Discord screen. It happens. Yeah, this is pretty much how I have it. I only have 2 screens, but one of them is usually just split, so it's half of the window is a sprint. We have empirically confirmed that Mel is the biggest creeper. This is also true. This is true. Yeah. It's a bit of flex and excitement or concern when Brie Loki is typing. Sometimes I'll just type things and then delete them just to freak people out. Not gonna lie. 6 books so far in a 7th. I DNF'd at 57%. So 7 books logged so far. That's fantastic. I have not read that much. Nope. Good to know. All right. We are. Oh wow! Actually, that was because the timer literally just went off. I couldn't have planned that better myself. Um, uh, so anyways, I'll see you in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. I got to chapter 22, so doing pretty good. How did you guys all do? I'm also working on getting all of the orders organized for bookmarks and printify orders and all that fun stuff so that I can send those out in the mail tomorrow, which is very exciting. Yes, this is going to be the last sprint for us today. But we will have sprints tomorrow on Mel's channel. Where did it go? Hello. Finished Amanda's cap and distracted by the Tonys. Very nice. I'll probably wait until like tomorrow when like the YouTube because I don't really care about the awards, but I do want to see the Hamilton performance. So I'm sure that'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. Finished a sightseeing book, went for a dog walk. Very nice. I'll finish Savage Lands tonight. Exciting. Ate dinner, made tea, read a couple pages of Shield of Sparrows. Hope you're still enjoying that. Reached 80%. We'll finish tomorrow. Time for bed. That is fair. Submitted another sightseeing prompt. Hooray. 35% into my arc. Watching Love Island. Fun. Almost 10:30. My reading's done for the day. Almost done meal prepping for a chunk of the week. Very nice. Finished Malice. Made it to 28 of Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah. Come tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mel's going to be tomorrow afternoon for sure. Catching up on the announcements. It's fun stuff. 18% into Icebreaker. Very nice. Finished wrestling the kids into pajamas. Now the kids are going to bed. I'm going to get myself ready for bed so I can get myself to sleep. Very good. Very good. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoying Queen and the Conqueror. Haven't read it all on these sprints. Hey, at least you've been productive. All the chores are done and you can have a relaxing evening. So that's good. Finishing leg 1. Hooray. Spent the day at the lake with my husband, father-in-law, and brother-in-law. Fun. Grilled hot dogs, burgers. That sounds like it's such a nice summer day. Listen, I love summer. 85%. Hello. Migraine canceled my planned 500-page book. Oh, no. 25% into the Cozy Mystery Replacement. Very nice. Another 14 pages, about 30 left. Hopefully I'll be able to finish tonight. Send the hubby to go get sherbet. I approve of this. I think that is great. 66%, 70% into Teacher of the Year. That's been going fast for you. 6 pages left. Short story published in 1911. Oh, interesting. Watching Lil Simsy kill all of her Sims in an attempt to get all the possible deaths in a 4-hour live stream. That's fun, I guess. Got to chapter 10. Very nice. More proof that people don't really change. Truly. I mean, the fact that like 1984 is actually just what's happening right now. And just the technology that we use. Yeah. First chapter of Fireborn. Oh, you are in for a ride. I hope you love it. 3 months until fall. Listen, I'm going to enjoy summer while I can. 49 pages this time. So close to the end. Very nice. Sightseeing. Started Dire Bound. Can't wait. Sounds so good. I almost started reading this, but there's no audiobook, and I'm just like, I'm struggling to physically read right now because I'm also trying to read an arc for an author. So I'll read it probably in August after the audiobook comes out. Didn't read that sprint. Did a practice exam for my library media specialist exam on Thursday. Good luck. Started and finished the book during these sprints, so I decided to be lazy the rest of the night. I agree with this. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I love summer, but my birthday's in August, so like I love summer. I also love fall though, so like don't get me wrong. 33% into sightseeing. Finished my reread of Throne of Glass. Nice. Trying to decide to read another sightseeing book or set myself up by finishing Zodiac Academy 8 to read 9 later. Reading Deadly Education until I fall asleep. Nice. That's an interesting book to fall asleep to, though, because that's a kind of a dark book. There's monsters. 44% into my Pan Am book. Yes. I know. We're birthday twins. So is Crystal. Crystal also is a birthday twin of ours. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Good luck. Go check out the announcements in the Discord if you have not already. Hooray, finish your book. And we'll see you all tomorrow evening on Mel Sprints. Good night, everybody.